Hey everyone! How's everybody doing on this happy Father's Day? I thought I'd just come here and say hello and happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Welcome to all my new subs who've subbed. I've got a couple of new subs here since I've been in the hospital. Trust me, it does get better than just hospital crap. It does. Um, and thankfully, today is my last day here. So I'm just going to wait and see if anybody pops in. I've never gone live on a Sunday at this time. So I'm wondering if this is going to be Deadsville or people will pop in. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, hello, Edwin. Hello, Truth Crime Truth Finders. I am freedom. I have freedom from today. I can't wait. I can't wait. It was all of a sudden too. Hello, Mr. Sundar. I hope I'm not Sundar. How are you? I'm busted out. I am. Although they said, oh, if I wanted to go home yesterday, and I almost jumped in on that. I'm like, yes, I'll go home today. And I thought about it. I'm like, I haven't kept things down in a full 24 hours, so I might as well stay one more night, which I probably should have went home because I didn't sleep at all last night. So yes, I know I'm not going back. We've now figured out a medication that is going to help me and get me through this gastroparesis crap and some other medications that's been helping me here in the hospital. And I'm pretty much waiting for my next dose of medication and of Reglan, and then I'm going home. So around 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I get to go home. But one thing that I never showed you guys was my delicious food. Such delicious food here. Sarcasm. This was my favorite part. My favorite part of breakfast this morning was my jello. You get a little thing of that. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Hi, Lisa from West Virginia. How are you? Yes, I promise you, True Crime Truth Finders, I'm not coming back. I've already come back once. Sure as hell. After being here over 2 weeks and basically here almost 3 weeks within the past 4 weeks, I ain't coming back. I'm not coming back. And then this was the lovely scrumptious eggs. They don't look bad, but they sure are cold and taste like crap. So, but here's what's funny. When I was diagnosed with the gastroparesis, they're like, you're going to have to start drinking Ensure. Ensure? This stuff. It's disgusting. I'm sorry, Ensure, but it tastes like chalk to me. Hello, Surrey Vlogs. How are you? Hello, last of a Writer's Creed. How are you? If you're new here, congrats, welcome. Be sure to hit the red button down below if you're new. And I promise, not everything's like this behind the hospital. I'm going to get out. I'm going to be out soon. Hello, Omryan. How are you? Am I saying that right, Omryan? Welcome, everyone. Thanks, guys. I have some moderators out here to help you out. You guys have a channel. But yeah, I have these, right? They've been like delivering them with my meals and then also within meals. This is ridiculous. Take a look at this behind me. Look at how many Ensures I have to go home with. They overboarded me with Ensure. I'm like, geez. So I'm taking them home because I heard they're good. Oh, you gave me a shout out on your new video. Thanks, Claudia. I really appreciate that. How am I today? Ryan, I am awesome because I'm finally going home from the hospital and getting back to regular normal life. Hello, Kaylee Roberts. How are you? It was good to see you on your page yesterday to get to see your face for the first time. You're beautiful. So, so that's why I got to take these home. I got to figure out things I can eat and drink because I can't eat now. I can only eat what's about the size of my hand each serving because my stomach just doesn't digest right. But oh well, it's the way it goes. But last night, Miss Murder Australia threw me a Dave Matthews Band live from the hospital. So she didn't want me to feel like I was missing the show. The technicalities of the whole thing went completely haywire. You can barely hear me on it. You can barely hear just about all of us. But we were able to talk and chat, and that did a lot for me. Or I just would have sat here completely and utterly depressed at the fact that I didn't get to go last night. But I'm past that now since that was last night. And then I have a concert in about a week and a half. So that I'm definitely going to. And I'm totally going to be filming that because I'm going to be having fun. I need to go out and have some fun. So is anybody happy Father's Day to all the fathers here? And if you can, just give me some thumbs up. I don't ask often, but it's free. So, or you could hit the thumbs down if you're not interested. That's your prerogative. I don't mind either way. You, Lisa from West Virginia, you saw that? It was a little bit of a hot mess, but what she did for me, and just to make me feel better, was the nicest thing that anyone could have ever done for me. I felt that she just what she didn't want me to feel depressed all night, and she made sure I did it, and I didn't, which was great. But I did finish watching How They See Us, and it's a really good movie documentary, but it is hard to watch. It is really, really hard to watch. Um, but it's phenomenal. It's a phenomenal story. I don't mean phenomenal as a great story, just like such a horrible, actually, story that happened to these five young boys that really didn't get the chance to grow up as normal kids because of some crazy prosecution person who pegged something on these kids and lied, flat out lied that they had these evidence, and now they're losing their jobs, which I'm sorry. I do agree that we live in an outrage culture. This woman should not be A, being able to sell books, B, being allowed to be on any board of anything for what she did to these kids. And they're not kids now, they're adults. They're my age. It blows my mind. These, and I am totally pro police. But what these police did to these kids was just downright wrong. And how they were treated was just wrong. So if you want to find something, watch. That's a good watch. But like I said, it's a hard watch. But the story and the way Netflix puts stories together, it's phenomenally put together, but it's not a phenomenal story. I'm a mom. Remember me? Oh, Mom Ryan. Oh, I didn't. I didn't realize it's. I have OM Ryan, but Mom Ryan. Okay, now I do. Good. I'm just, as I said, just here just to be happy that I'm not going to be here much longer. I did want to talk to you about something. Damn it! And now it totally blew my mind. Oh, another thing on Netflix. I found out all the good things on Netflix. Um, my sister recommended this to me, and I haven't heard of it. It was called Wild Wild Country. It is it's a crazy story. Um, it's a bizarre story. It's almost about like this. It's about a cult, and basically seeing behind the scenes of the cult and in front of the scenes of the cult, and seeing how people who were still a part of the cult still are kind of a part of it, and it's called Wild Wild Country. It's a great, it's really a great watch. It's just mind boggling. Watch it. It's so good. You have three kids? How old are your kids, Mom Ryan? Anybody else still here? What's anybody else doing here for Father's Day? Anything good? 14? 11? Whoa, we're close. I have an 8 and 12, and all girls. Well, both girls. So I'm getting the puberty attitude, um, that comes with the hormones. I'm getting those. And my 8-year-old's still an 8-year old, so I still have that. I've got great kids. I really can't complain. But if they're going to give somebody a problem, I'd rather them give it to me than somebody outside of the house. I can handle her. But when I hear her, she's saying, "Ooh, I've heard about the Chernobyl on HBO. I can go home and watch that because I don't have HBO here in the hospital, but I do have it at home." So thank you, Awen. And by the way, Awen Reese, thank you so much for everything you've done for me while I've been in here. You and Live from My Sofa and Ginger Ninja and Loopy Lisa, you guys, and Best Murder Australia, of course, one of the major ones. You guys have been here from me since the beginning when this started, just trying to keep my spirits up. And I cannot thank you enough for that because it is really hard to keep your spirits up when you sit in a room all day by yourself. That's why, for me, this is awesome. This works. Oh, and I have. Now, if you have kids, I'm sure some of you may have heard this, but I think I've come up with my new song, a new song that's made for me in this point of my life. If you have kids around, put earbuds on. There's some language here. I'll be uh, yeah. We were rated. Next is rated R. Rated R. All right. Here we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let me know if you've heard this. I'm not going to play it all the way through just in case. But this guy's on YouTube.
I've tried, and I've tried even more. I've cried, and I can't recall what for. I pressed, I pushed, I yelled, I begged in hopes of some success. But the inevitable fact is that it never will impress. I've no more fucks to give, my fucks have run up dry. I tried to go fuck shopping, but there's no fucks left to buy. I've no more fucks to give, no more fucks I tried to get. I'm over my fuck budget and I'm now in fucking debt.
All right, that's all I'm going to give you so far. That is, I swear to God, when I turned 44, it was the first time. You can find this guy. You could just put that phrase in. You'll find this guy on YouTube. He is hilarious, and that is I'm like, this is my song. When you spend all this time in the hospital, I've really come to not care, especially with more people in my community than people on here. I mean, I want everyone to. Everybody wants everyone to like them, but it just doesn't happen that way. But I know that I've put myself out for some people who have just backstabbed me for either A, watching their kid and never paying me, or that's another story. Or I had another people who also took advantage of me. So when you become a really nice person, which I think I'm a really nice person, you got to watch out because then people do start to take advantage of you big time. And I noticed that was happening to me. And I'm like, I got to stop worrying about everybody else, worry about my family and worry about my health, rather than worrying to make sure everybody else is okay. Because that's the type of person I am. I have to go and make sure everybody else is okay before I even look at myself. It's just who I am. But I notice that a lot of people who are disabled or who are on disability, who don't work, we do put ourselves out for other people because it gives us something to do. And I know for me, like I'll watch, like people are like, oh, can I watch? Yeah, I'll pay you. I'm like, no, you don't need to pay me. I'm like, I don't need to be paid. You could drop your child off, especially if the friends of my kids. I'm like, they need to spend the night. They could spend the night. I don't care. But I really have learned to not care what people think about me, if people believe me anymore about my illnesses, because I have had enough people who question me about it that don't believe that somebody could have this many things wrong with them. And yeah, it looks weird, but unfortunately, autoimmunes, when you start getting them, you can get a bunch at once. Normally, if you have one, there's another hanging around somewhere. Oh, thank you, Claudia. Mm. Exactly, true crime truth finders. That's the type of people we are. Now that we don't have that work outlet that keeps us so busy, I'm willing and able to help other people when I can. Sometimes people take advantage of it. Sometimes I don't care who the people are, and they take advantage of me because I know that they need it and they're my friends. I don't care because they'll help me out in a bind. So when I have mutual friends who help me out, then I never have a problem. But when I'm helping out somebody and it only goes one way and it's gone that way, like I've watched two people's children after school, and I had a child going to bed at my house until his mom got there. That's how long I watched him from the end of school till bed. And this was only a short period of time. And I would put him to bed in our house, and it was they, it was so it was way over and above what everybody would normally do for somebody, but I knew they were in a bind. So I didn't I made sure he had a mattress. I made sure he had food. They owed me money at the end of it all, and they never gave it to me. I asked for it once. They never gave it to me. I honestly don't care if they see this, even though they're my neighbors. Um, but they never paid me. You never paid me for some of the time that I put out for your son, and that's just wrong. It's just wrong. That's just taking advantage of somebody, and that's another reason why I go back to this song. Mel, you missed the song. What can I play the next verse for Mel? If that's okay, guys. Can I play the next verse for her? All right. Once again, it's rated R, so be careful. Mel, this is my new song.
I strive to get everything done. I've played by all the rules, but I've very rarely won. I've smiled, I've charmed, I've wooed and laughed, alas to no avail. I've run round like a moron to unequivocally fail. I've no more fucks to give. My fuck fuse has just blown. I've been hunting for my fucks all day, but they've upped and fucked off home. I've no more fucks to give. My fuck rations are depleted. I've rallied my fuck army, but it's been fucking defeated. The effort has just not been worth the time or the expense. I've exhausted all my energy for minimal recompense. The distinct lack of acknowledgement has now begun to gall, and I've come to realize that I don't give a fuck at all. I've no more fucks to give. My fuck fucks have flown away. My fucks are now so fucked off they refuse to fucking stay. I've no more fucks to give.
I hope I don't
My
get in trouble
fucks
for
have
this.
gone insane. They come back round and
I don't
pass me
care.
while they're fucking off again. I've no more fucks to give. My fucks have all dissolved. I plan many projects, but my fucks
You
won't
are a
be
lovely
involved.
lady with this song going in the background.
My fucks have all been spent. They fucked
I
off
am the
on
person who has
their
a
own
sense
wing
of
and I
humor.
don't
That's true.
know where they went. I've no more fucks to give. I've
All right, I
no
think we
more
can.
fucks to.
He's got no more F's to give. Mel, I'm going home today. Mel, I'm going home. Hi, Katie 8. Hi, Ruby Red. How is everybody? I just saw you all come in during this. Bell, Think Dragon Think, welcome. Owen's still here. Thank you, sweetie. What about eating? Well, I'm still eating soft foods. I have a huge stack of these sitting right behind me, which I was just showing everybody else because they've been giving me so much of this because this is going to be my only way of getting nutrition for probably the next 2 to 3 months. Great. Fun, right? So I'm Ruby Red. I'm so glad I'm going home. Like last night, I felt like I was trying to sleep and it didn't work out. Like it was not working, and I was getting restless. And I was watching Molly Go Lightly last night, and whoo, I don't know if anybody caught that. Uh, Pardon me, as my IV is being so rudely interrupting. Um, I just want to make sure I'm saying hi. Hello, Survivor. How are you? Have I missed anybody? I want to make sure I don't miss anyone. And if Mel, if you want to put your page up, and Awen, you want to put your page up, and Haley Roberts has a page. So if some of my moderators could like post up some pages for some of people, that'd be great. Just let us know. God darn it. Oh, I know what it is. The tube is underneath the computer. That's not good. I'm like, where's the tube? I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm just happy I'm leaving. I thought it would be Tuesday, but well, I still got the fluids going in me. They've never shut the fluids off. They're probably not going to shut the fluids off till I leave. Um, and just they're going to monitor me till about 4 o'clock. And 4 o'clock, ready. Woo-hoo. Thank you, Survivor. I know. I'm doing like the happy dance. I'm like, woo-hoo. So, by any chance, I'm not getting into this by no means, but did anybody and see Miss Go Lately last night? Anybody else? Because I know Mary O is there. I was listening. I really wasn't participating, but yeah, she let some stuff out, some interesting stuff. So if you didn't check her, if you don't care about the drama, then don't look at it. It's the drama that goes on in our community. There's so much drama. I don't understand it. Isn't there enough space for all of us? YouTube's huge and people are leaving. Why? People are all going to D Live or Discord now because everyone's getting annoyed with YouTube. Um, oh, no offense. I take no offense to it, Alan. Everybody, I know a lot of people don't like her, and she knows a lot of people don't like her. She's been very helpful for me and my family. I know her on a personal level, so that's why I really care about her. I know a lot about her. She really is a good person. She's definitely. She wants to be. I, I think she really is, believe it or not, a good life coach. She really is, because I was having difficulty with my daughter and myself right after Christmas, and we went and we sat and met with her, and she's different face to face, of course. I think being on YouTube and having like a lot of trolls constantly coming at you and you don't know where they're coming from. And I think she just gets really paranoid. I don't blame her. I don't blame her at all for being paranoid. She's had people go in, take out her things, take money away. She had a lot, but she sees the mistakes that she's made and she's like, I'm not going to make those mistakes again. Now, I know she was friends with another YouTuber. I think her name's Laura. So that's what that was all about last night. So both of them had us live going on, and I'm sure either Herbie Herb or Whiskey Gypsy will have something out later. I don't judge people. I kind of, KDA, I've learned to accept people for who they are. And if it's somebody that I just can't, I won't. And it's you got to be a pretty awful person for me to like not give a care or not want to be friends with somebody because I'm very open and I'm a very friendly person. That's just my makeup. I wear everything out on my sleeve. My sister is like the complete and total opposite of me. She hides behind everything. She never wants to be seen, and I'm like, I've gotten over that. I'm glad I've gotten over that. Like that I'm sitting here in bedhead with an IV popping out of my arm, talking to you in bed. That's crazy. I never thought I'd feel confident enough about myself to do this. But if it wasn't for my true crime truth finders, she really talked me into it and said you should really do it. You should really do it. And then she was going on her lives and go, oh yeah, she's going to start something. I'm like, oh darn, I really got to start something now. But I'm glad that she did that because if she didn't, I wouldn't have been motivated to do it. I probably would have bailed out. So thank you again, True Crime Truth Finders. So thank you. That's very nice of you to say. I hope it is. I mean, that's all. I'm like, if I can just empathize or sympathize with somebody else, or somebody can relate to what I'm going through, that's all. That's all I wanted this channel to be about. That's really all I wanted it. I don't want drama. As I said, I've got enough drama, as you can tell, in my life that I do not need, the internet YouTube drama, and I can't do that. And Mel, where were you last night? I was at the helicopter pad. You weren't there. You told me to be at the helicopter pad last night. Hi, Cindy Chronicles. I am doing better. I'm actually going home today. Yay! I'm really happy. Oh, I didn't see you. But the funny thing is that the helicopter pad's right outside my window. A little bit over more, but it's right outside my window. I see it come landing all the time. Hello, Wicket and Friends Parody. How are you guys doing today? Doing anything fun for Father's Day at all? I'm just reading some of your comments, guys. I know it's dead air. Dead air is terrible to have. Um, but yeah, I've been listening to some of the drama stuff, though. I just hope they could all figure it out for themselves. There's enough room for us all to grow here. I don't know why people have to hate each other. It's not worth it. That's just stress. I can't deal with that stress. That stress isn't fun. Not for me. Um, I was going to tell a story last night and I never got to telling it. So we were on with Miss Murder Australia. She put on a song for me from Dave Matthews, which is called Lie in Our Graves. It's an older song. It's from back in the early 90s. It's absolutely one of my favorite songs from the Dave Matthews Band. And it's one of those songs that they don't necessarily play at every arena. And I'm going back, I think, to 2002 with this, maybe, or 2001. I think 2001. They were where I worked. They were staying in the hotel next to me. Shocker. I was like, how am I this lucky? How am I this lucky? Oh, you are? You're doing it? Well, I'll be home. So absolutely. Send out a warning, like not a warning label. No, send out what time you guys are going to go. If I am still awake at 10 Eastern time, I will be there. But I'm right now only working on 3 hours of sleep. So, but anyway, with that song, I did run into, they had a keyboard player for a while in the band, and his name was Bruce. And I ran into Bruce, and he was like running into one of the band guys. He's just not one of the official five of them. But then again, there is no more official five of them anymore. Um, so I had said, oh, Butch, it's not Bruce, Butch Taylor. That was his name. I said to Butch Taylor, I go, can't you talk Dave into playing Lie in Our Graves? And he went, yeah, we just played that last night at Hartford. We never play that song 2 nights in a row. That's a hard one. I said, are you or are you not in the band? I'm a little pushy when I want to be. And he's like, yeah, like, so ask him. Tell him you met me. Please. I want to hear that song. Please. We were lucky, me and my friend. We had like fourth row seats, and they played this song. They played the song I asked. Butch stood up from his keyboard, pointed directly at me. He said, "That's for you." I'm like, "Oh my god!" And I had met Carter, the drummer, the night before, and they were like, "This is for you." I went nuts, absolutely batshit crazy nuts. Oh, when you have like the people that you idolize, you shouldn't idolize anybody, but that one music group just love, and you got their attention. That was awesome. That was awesome. I love that band, and they're nice guys. I've gotten to meet, well, Boyd Tinsley's no longer in the band. He was the violinist. It's hard. It's hard without him, but they're doing really good. Dave, I've met twice. Yes, twice. I've met Stefan, who is the bass player, many times. And now they got a whole bunch of new guys, and I haven't met any of the new guys. So, but they're really not new. They've actually been coming in and out of the band, so we've kind of known them for years. So I haven't heard how the show was. I'm not ready to hear about it yet. But I cannot wait for my new kids on the block, Salt and Pepper, Naughty by Nature, Debbie Gibson, and Tiffany concert coming up. That's going to be fun. I'm going to feel like I went directly back to sixth grade. I knew this batty doctor that collected batty dookie. Really? Why? Why would anybody want to collect that? God knows I probably had plenty of it in my attic when we had bats. And we live in a townhome, and we had about 70 bats living in our attic. You couldn't hear them, not from inside the house, but I found them. And one was coming. I was in my daughter's room, and I could hear something from the window going, eek, 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 eek. I'm like, what the hell was that? And I look up, I see the face, and it's coming out of the thing. I went, ah! I yelled at my husband. I'm like, we have bats, we have bats. And he's like, you're out of your mind. I said, we have bats, go outside. So he went outside, and one by one, and again and again and again and again, they were just coming out. And we got this guy, hired this guy. He put like these crates where they can come out, but they can't go back in. So we haven't had bats in many years. So thank God for that. Don't ever get bats. Bats are horrible. They scare me, and I don't like them. We used to have massive fruit bats. Fruit bats? What the hell's a fruit bat? Oh, I'm just saying batshit crazy. I use that term a lot, especially when I'm going nuts. They're bigger than your hand. That's too big for me. If the bug is this big, it's too big for me. I am the biggest sissy when it comes to any kind of bugs. I can't even tell you. Oh, here's another funny story real quick. My husband and I went on our honeymoon right after we got married, decided to go to St. Lucia. Now, we had problems getting there, so we wound up getting upgraded to the place where they had butler service. We're like, yes. So we also got a room that had a pool on the patio. So we went out on our deck. There was this nice, huge pool. So we would sit out there sometimes at night. And I guess we left the door open for a while. And at that time in my life, I would fall asleep with the TV on. And I woke up. I don't know what it was. The glare from the TV was still going, and I could see something about that big crawling up my shirt, and I freaked because these things in these tropical areas are ridiculously huge. I screamed, I flipped up, I jumped. Jason's like, "What? What?" I'm like, I'm like, something was just crawling out, and he saw it. It was, he's like, "Okay, I'll give you that. That was enormous." And there was once I went in Florida, and they have palmetto bugs. And they're huge, and there was one in our bathroom. I was totally petrified. My cousin went in. I'm like, "Kill it!" I locked her in the bathroom. I had her. She's like, "Let me out." I'm like, "No, kill it first." We were going back and forth. I know. I freak out when it comes to. I do freak out. I'm not that good at a with any kind of creatures or animals. Or animals, no, I'm fine with as long as they're house trained. Then I'm good. Kill it with fire. Ooh, how do you kill it with fire? I don't think I could do that either. I can barely squash them, let alone burn them. I know ticks you're supposed to burn with fire. I have no problems doing that if I find one and I get it off of somebody. And of course now we have a black dog, so it's we used to have a fluffy white dog, which was easy to see all the ticks. Now that we have a black hound, we have to go like searching to feel for it. So it's a little bit more difficult, but she stays in the house more than she goes out. She got lazy when she moved in with us. In Queensland, they have cockroaches. Ugh. They're like palmetto bugs that fly and scream. Oh no. Met one on my first day there and wanted to go home. Oh my God. I would have I would have freaked out. I would have Mel Mel. I would have been, oh my God. Canada has foot long cockroaches? How does Canada have foot long cockroaches? Sorry, that came out wrong. Cockroaches. I thought like the biggest cockroaches would be in like New York City. They got big ass rats. I know. But I cannot do bugs, but I don't mind camping. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Thanks, guys. Thanks for just hanging out with me for a while. I'm just literally just trying to kill time until I can go home. And I've been sitting here by myself. Like yesterday, my husband got me, someone actually on a live said, "Hey, why don't you go get an adult um, coloring book?" My husband brought me one. Wow, they take a lot of freaking time. I colored easily for 2 hours, and hello, I have arthritis, so my hands are going like this after a while. Like, all right, I can't do it. So where did I put it? I put it in my bag. See what you guys think of it. It's only half, not even halfway done. takes a lot of time because the spots are spots. Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. So, I'm not the greatest artist by no means. So, I only got this part done here, this part, and this part. And that took easily 2 hours. Crap. That means the nurse has got to come in. Ugh. I hate these things, and this is why I can't wait to go home. Oh, thank you so much. I'm not an artist by no means, no means, and I don't have patience. So I probably would have colored more if I didn't have arthritis. They gotta come in and put a. So don't mind if they come in shouting or yelling. My name's already gotten out there anyway. Almost my birthday. I'm like, no, no. Yeah, so this is what I half accomplished yesterday. I'm going to try to accomplish the rest of this week because if I do this whole thing, I'll be really proud of myself because I start a lot of these things and I never finish them. But when I go home, my husband's like, "You're going to bed," and staying there. I'm like, "Hell, I am." I'm like, "I'm going to get up and take a walk." That's what I can't wait to do. Go outside and just walk for a little bit. Just be outside. Right now, I am patient. Yes. Hi, my IV's going haywire.
Yeah, IV.
Yeah. Oh, I think it needs a new bag. That's why.
Okay. Yeah, it's probably finished.
Okay.
Yeah, it's complete.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. The IV is finished.
Isn't that easy? Mm. Hi. Yeah, I think I just need a new bag.
Okay. How's your pain?
It's still kind of there in the back, especially, and in the neck.
Okay, I heard you're going home today.
I am.
So after like
After
the other
four,
dose.
yeah, around 4:30.
Okay.
We're gonna take the last dose of medications.
So will someone pick you up?
Yes, my husband's picking me up.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
You just let me know if you need anything. Let me bring you this other bag. And you've been drinking on your own?
I am.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. I'll be back.
Thank you.
No problem.
I'm so happy I'm getting out. Thanks, guys, for sticking around. I mean, we're not even talking about anything fun. Is there anything that you guys want to talk about? Anything that you've watched? Anything you can recommend that you've seen that I could watch that's maybe on a streaming thing? I just gave you two. Someone's got to have something, right? So, okay. Don't think I'm weird. I'm actually on a live here from YouTube. Okay. So, my grandson saw me for the first time today since making my hair pink. And he hates me now. Oh
Why?
no. No, Mel. Oh no. But didn't you have pink hair before? You just look different to him, probably. And that's, I can remember when my grandfather would get a mustache or would grow a mustache. I would not be able. I would not kiss him. I wouldn't. I hated mustaches. Ugh. Oh, but you look good, Pig. He'll get used to it. He'll get used to it. He'll get used to it. Once he sees it, he'll be like, Grandma. Or, are you Grandma, Nana, Gammy? There's so many different names now. Is anybody? Oh, your Nana. I was just about to say. I had a Nana growing up too. And I wasn't even sure if people still use the word Nana. But yeah, I had a Nana and I had a grandmom. That's what they were known. Tell them you strawberry shortcake. That would work. Just make your house smell like strawberries all the time. Thank you.
No problem.
And he was saying, Nana, Nana, Nana. No. Did he really say that? He really said that, and he called you a bitch for real, clear as day. His mother's child. That's hilarious. 1 and 2 is a tricky age. They make that's when they kind of make strange, and they don't like go into everybody because when they're young and you toss them around, they don't seem to care too much. You're Nana too, Ruby, Red Ruby. I'm still too. I don't have to worry about that yet. My kids are just 13 and 8, so I'll get there at one point. He's not going to hate you forever. I promise. He'll see it's you with just different color hair, but he's one. So it's just a change. He just didn't want you to change. That's all. That's how much he loved you. He just didn't want you to change. It's not a terrible thing, but I love your pink hair. So, anybody else doing anything fun for Father's Day on here at all? Anything at all? Sometimes you do things for your kids even though you don't want, especially grandkids. Like, I wouldn't go near my grandfather when he had that much. I go, no, no. And I was young. I was like 5 or 6. And he'd come in, I'm like, no. And I think I might have hurt his feelings and he shaved it off and he never grew it back again. But maybe once you dye your hair pink and he's like 2 or 3, he might like it a little bit more. He just sees Nana's different. What happened to Nana? Where did my Nana go? But it's still you. It's still funny Nana. But yeah, honestly, I believe you. No, I totally believe that you're his favorite person because with my kids, my mom and my husband's mom are that's their favorite person. They love my mom and my mother-in-law to death. And I'm like, wait, this was not my mom. The way my mom treats the kids, I'm like, this didn't fly when I was a kid. Why can this fly now? Hey, Carla Marie, getting out, doing the dance, doing the dance. But I gotta get showered off and stuff. I just can't wait to go. I really can't. I think the girls are actually even happy. They came to see me yesterday. They were just basically not even interested to be here. I can't say I blame them. This is not necessarily the funnest place on earth. Thankfully, we do go to one of the funnest places on earth, which is Great Adventure, which is around here. Which, as soon as they get out of school, I'm going to take them for that. I definitely want to do that for them because we got the Prime memberships. We get to jump 2 rides, and we get all these little perks for having the membership. It's awesome. I'm so happy for me too. Thank you, Carla Marie. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate you all hanging out and just listening. It's awesome. I normally don't ever go live on a Sunday, nor do I go live on a Sunday morning. It's just, I'm itching at the bits to get out and I got to do something. And the best thing for me to do is talk to people because I enjoy talking to people. Hence why I used to be in radio, and then I went from radio and I went from the radio sales and advertising department. So I got out of the radio because I realized I wasn't making money on air very much. So instead, I got a sales position and advertising position. That's exactly where my niche was, and I loved it. I loved it so much. I I wish I could go back. I really do, but I can't. You know what? If you haven't checked out, if you can find it on YouTube, it's Preston, Preston, and Steve. Um, yeah, look up Preston and Steve, WMMR. Uh, probably one of the funniest morning shows. Guys, I actually personally know who are hilarious. They're one of the funniest morning shows that's ever been around for sure. Hats off to them. So check out Preston and Steve. You guys will really, really like them. And they love getting people from like different parts of the world. They love it because it's a Philadelphia radio station, but they are known as the best Philadelphia market radio station. They are. And because they just are. And that's WMMR. Hey, everybody. Let's stream games. How are you? All things YouTube. How are you? Everyone's popping in. I'm like, wow. How's everybody doing today on this Father's Day? Happy Father's Day to any fathers out there. I'm just getting ready to go home from this horrible hospital. Yeah, it's not horrible. I shouldn't say that. I've been cooped up too long. I've got cabin fever, big time. It's not Father's Day there. I thought the Father's Day and Mother's Day goes worldwide, not just nationwide. Eh, who thunk? When do you have your Father's Day, Mel Mel? Thank you, Carla Marie. Thank you so much. And thank you to all my moderators who help out. I really appreciate it. I got some awesome moderators. Thankfully, I've known you guys from like being a sub and not being a moderator. And I know that you guys have all been good moderators. Good, good. Father's Day will be good once I get home. That's when it'll be good for me. But I just got to get my one final dose of medication. I got to call my husband, let him know to pick me up at 4, and I think he'll be happy with that. I got to drink this crap. Now I'm starting to get like a little hungry, and that means I get to drink the chalk. Sorry, y'all. Let's have a drink. I wish it was like cider, like Stella D'Or cider. Has anyone ever tried that? Stella makes cider now. And I don't know if anybody are cider lovers, but oh my God, Stella ciders are so good. They're not too sweet. They're kind of dry. I like dry stuff anyway. Like I like dry wines. I'm not a fruity person. I like the dry. But I'm just looking forward. I only, like I said, I had maybe 3 hours sleep if I was lucky yesterday. And I'm probably going to go home and collapse. So I know that True Crime Truth Finders is going live tonight with her and her hubby. So I really want to stay up and watch that. So if I'm still awake, which I'm probably sure I still will be, I will be watching that. And you should too. Ginger Ninja, I'm going home. I'm going home today. Yay! Here's to that. Ugh. Yes, I'm so happy. I can't wait to go home. I keep saying it over and over again. If you understood what it was like to lay, I feel like I haven't moved except from here to the bathroom and back. Just that's it. That's all it's been. And these things are even nastier when they're warm. I'm going home. Yeah, I'm so excited. I just, like I said, I went live today just to see who would be on, and more people came on than I thought. I'm like, maybe people are busy on Sunday. It's Father's Day. People aren't going to be around. Oh, that's good. Yes, I saw that. Okay. Yes, go visit True Crime Truth Finders tonight. That is at 10 p.m. I think it's Eastern Standard Time. I do believe she means it's Eastern Standard Time. I know Ginger Ninja's here. Hello, Ginger Ninja. Love her. Absolutely love her. And Carla Marie, I love her too. You guys are all great. Yeah, Mel Mel's a lot of fun. Mel Mel has some funny, funny videos. So you might want to check it out. You definitely want to check it out. If you're not a funny person and you don't like to laugh, then don't go, because then that won't be for you. Ugh, God, that stuff is nasty. I know. I'm sorry. I'm making that disgusting face. It's just hard. Ugh. Thank you guys. Yeah, post each other's pages up so you can get people on there and stuff. You know, just want to make sure you all get your chance. And if someone has a page and doesn't have a wrench, let us know and we'll post up yours as well. Absolutely. And then, I'll keep this up and hopefully it won't be taken down because any copyright problems. But I found them on YouTube. I figured I wouldn't be a strike at least. I got to start learning the, the rules exactly because they keep changing. And since they keep changing, I'm so confused. And when I started was when they started going haywire. So I'm like just trying to figure out what's the right thing, what's the wrong thing. I think it's awesome to support other channels. I support just about probably everybody who's in here. I was a sub long before I decided to become a creator. Long before. You know what? And there's another one I haven't told you about. Sauceaholics. He's a he's a younger kid, and he does the TLC 90 Day Fiancés. You don't even have to watch the show to enjoy what this kid puts up on Salsaholics. It is a funny, funny uh, channel. So check him out. It's Sauceaholics, and it's not kid friendly either, by no means, because of the language, but otherwise, I would say I highly recommend it. I always say earbud material. All right. I think supporting other channels is the only way we're all going to support each other. I mean, we need to support each other. I see tons of fighting in the community, and I'm just like, I don't get it. I can't do that. I'm feeling okay. I'm not 100%, but enough to be antsy enough to get my butt out of here. I want to take all my beautiful flowers home and balloons and stuff that everyone that was so kind. You have no idea how kind that was. That like I seriously, as I look, because it's up over and above, it looks so pretty with all the balloons and the flowers and the stuffed animals. It almost looks like I have my own private gift shop. So thank you for all the kindness sent. That was beyond anything I expected, and it was just so sweet. Yes, put him. Yes, live from my sofa. Even if he isn't on here, we could put him on because he's great. Live from my sofa also does like he's doing a book club. Although I'm so behind on the book club because I've been in the hospital. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this one. Plus, it's the Ted Bundy, so I don't know how far. Alan, how far is he through that now? Do you know? Absolutely. Oh, yeah, I'm long gone. Okay. Long, long gone. Then I missed that one. I'll have to wait to the next one because I tried to download it. It was only on my phone, so it was this big and I couldn't read it that well. I went, forget it. I wanted to get the book, but I ended up here. And I didn't want to order it here because I never knew when I was going home. I mean, for God's sakes, yesterday was the first time the word home was ever said by the doctor, which I couldn't believe. I didn't think I'd be going home today, but I thought it'd be either Monday or Tuesday, but I don't mind going home today. I really don't. Especially with the little sleep that I'm getting here. It's awful. On Paul's channel. Is Paul live right now? Oh, was it? See, so was the act. I'm gonna run out and get the book, and I can read 6 chapters by Wednesday. I can do that, right? I can do that because I they're fun. But then, oh, see, for us in the summer, the big thing doesn't start this week. It starts the following week, which is Big Brother US edition. And me and my kids are hooked, hooked. So we are super excited for that to come on. And I'm going to do recaps of that each week. Sorry. I love the show. The show is awesome. I don't know. You never know. You get good seasons, you get bad seasons. You get good seasons, you get bad seasons. Um, but I've always loved Big Brother. Big Brother is such, and my kids love it. And it's not inappropriate because it's on like a network station and it's on at 8 o'clock, so they make it very kid friendly. You love Big Brother too, Survivor? Well, you're Survivor. Were you ever on Survivor? I've met one person who was on Survivor, and he, I believe, still lives around in these neck of the woods. Now, Survivor, do you watch? You watch the BB American edition, correct? Well, it doesn't. It. I love it. I watch the UK. I watch Canadian, and I normally get them through YouTube and stuff. I'll get like the highlights and stuff. Yeah. Hi, Mandy. How are you? I'm so happy too. Thank you. I'm so happy. I know. This is the happiest I've been since I've been here, for sure. Oh, you guys had a big problem in Australia. That's why. Not the ratings went down the toilet. Something really horrible happened in the last Big Brother Australia, and it was along the lines of sexual assault. And yeah, that didn't pan over really well at all. Don't apologize at all, Ginger Ninja. We're just here chit chatting. I'm sure other people are doing other things. I'm just talking, and because all I'm doing is waiting for 4 o'clock now. How and that is the worst to sit here and just watch the time click by. It's just boring as can be. But it is Father's Day, and I do have to call my husband and let him know that I am going home. Um, Mel, look it up on YouTube. I saw it on YouTube just this week. So you would just I would put in Big Brother Australia assault, or it was between 2 guys and a girl. So, and what they did was mighty wrong, mighty, mighty, mighty wrong. They thought they were being funny, but it wasn't funny. All right. Well, I have to check out now. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm so excited to go home. I'll have so much more new material at home. I won't be this just hospitals all day, all night, talking about what's wrong with me. So, thank you, Ginger Ninja, Mel, Awin, Survivor, Mandy. Who else was here? Truth, Crime, Truth Finders, Carla Marie. I think I said you already. Uh, all things YouTube. Thank you so much. Um, Let me see. Wicket and Friends parody. Thank you for coming in. Red Ruby. Thank everybody so much for coming by just to hang out to make this day go just a little bit faster for me. So I truly appreciate it. Sneak out, Ginger. I don't have to sneak out. I could actually go out in a wheelchair and I will be gone. And I cannot wait. Cannot wait. All right. Gotta call the hubby. Let him know what time he's got to come get me. Bye, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. I'll, I'm sure I'll see you soon. Bye. And this is the last time you're going to see the hospital. That's exciting.